My name is Joseph, and I'm an AWS community builder and the founder of Next Gen AI and Cloud. So today, I want us to go through how we can build a job search AI assistant, which can help job seekers out there. You know, because my grandma has been saying she's having so much headache, trying to get some jobs online. So I decided to come up with this. Well, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I've been getting some folks out there and some connections on LinkedIn who've been trying to reach out to me. Oh, Joseph, I see you build AI agents and I see your company too. Support and guide in the adoption of AI services and cloud. So what do you think of building one? So yeah, I know I just came up with this POC which you see right here, this beautiful architecture, right? Where the user is going to upload a job role and the CV as an input, and this job role is being scraped from LinkedIn to get the jobs based on the role. Let's say for instance a DevOps engineer, a cloud engineer, a cashier, a manager, blah blah blah, you can name it all, and it's going to scrape LinkedIn for the jobs and provide those job listings to an LLM, which is large language model, which you see here, right? And it's going to, the large language model I'm using here is Amazon Bedrock, precisely model Cloud Sonnet 4 model, which we are going to be using for this demo, and it's going to reason out your CV, match your CV with the jobs description of all the jobs. you know let's say for instance if it's a solutions architect, which we are going to be going with this for as an example, it's going to search solution architect, take the CV, and then match your CV for the jobs, or for the jobs retrieved, the solution architect jobs retrieved from LinkedIn. And the bedrock model cloth sonnet 4 is going to reason that out and give recommendations based on your CV for the jobs you can apply for. So this really saves the stress, because you will know that if you're going to apply for 10 jobs a day or 20 jobs per day, you know you're going to hit your target. So remember, this is just a POC. This platform can be integrated enterprise level, maybe with Indeed and other platforms out there. But like I said, just a POC. So without diving so much into the architecture yet and how we build this, I just want to give a brief view of what AI agents are all about. As you can see, they are really powerful, right? So AI agents, they are basically smart assistants, or a software that can understand what you want, such as you can understand you need to match your job on your CV, right? And they can decide what to do. Like, since you have given that, you understand that this is what you want, they decide, okay, based on the instruction rather, that this is what it has to be, this job is good, this is not good, this is bad, and blah blah blah. And now they're going to take action by sending you those jobs to you so you can apply, so you can understand now how AI agents are so powerful, right? And all of these, there are five components of AI agents. We have the large language models, which you see here. Those are the brain, right? The reasoning for us, and they do the reasoning for us. And we have the prompting, which is the instructions, very important, which guides the LLM how to carry out, and to you know to guide them on how to give output, yeah, some things like that. And we have the memory, which uh, memory really helps. Let's say for instance you have an AI agent which you give an instruction, and after, or you give an input, and after you have to give another input. So that is, where it saves, memory here comes into save the logs, or the activity logs, right? And we have the knowledge base as well. Knowledge base comes in when you want to call external databases, for instance your MySQL and all of that. So we have, last but not least, which is the fifth, we have the tools. Tools, they are super important, which we are going to, all of this really helps, because this is tools that really take the action, really does the action. It helps the AI agent not just to chat and all of that, but actually by doing the action, right? So those are the very five important elements. You should always keep that back of your mind, which I'm going to make another video after this, about five components of AI, of the AI agents, and with more examples, right? So you can see how AI agents differ from LLMs, because LLMs do not really take action. So that is it. And without wasting so much of your time, I think we have to get into this architecture. Let's see how we can build this from scratch. So first and foremost, there's a managed platform we are going to be using, which is called Relevance AI. Yeah, because you don't need no coding experience, to get into this. You just have to be, you know, should I say enthusiastic, curious? Well, okay, but you don't need no coding experience, definitely. And good thing Amazon Bedrock as well has foundational models out there which you can just get in there and start using them. So the first thing we are going to dive into the Relevance AI. Already I have Relevance here, but I'm going to give a link to the description down below where you can sign up for your account with just 1 minute. So you just need your Google account, but I'm just gonna head on to login. This tool is really powerful. It saves ample of time. You don't have to go scraping all of by yourself, and maybe start reading some descriptions, and you can give an external knowledge about yourself, right, to this agent, that okay, I am, this is more about me, I am like this, like that, and all of that. And yeah, there's so much you can do, but just for simplicity, let's just keep this simple. Okay, so first things first, we're on the platform right here, which you can see, right. um it has some credits which it gives you, and it resets daily as well, right. So you can see the tools. We have the knowledge right here. So we are going to head over to the new tool and click on that. And on the new tool, you can give a description of what you want, on how your agent, you want your agent to be built, and they will build, and they are going to build it for you, and give it to you. But remember, garbage in, garbage out. So you have to make sure you're a little bit detailed about what you want to build. So, or you can clone a template. But for this, I want us to go straight into building this from scratch so we can see how all these components work. So I'll click on the build from scratch, and there we are. So this is the UI, and first thing, let's give it a title. Let's give it a title. Let's say uh, job job search assistant. Okay, let's say job says AI agent something. Okay, sorry. Let's go with the job search AI agent. This sounds good. Okay, we need to give a description what the agent is going to do, right? Like, so when someone opens the UI, it's going to understand that this agent does this and that. So you can say this tool takes in uh, user job role and user CV to provide recommended job listing, something like that. To provide re- recommended job listings. Let's say for application something. Okay, I think that's okay. Well, you can go for more than that, but I'm just gonna keep it that way. Okay, so that is it. You've given the job, the title, and the description what it's going to do. So heading back to architecture quickly, let's see what next we have to do. Right, we have set up the environment. Yeah. Now we have to start building, which we have to build one input where the user can upload the CV. We have to build another input where the user can, give the job role to which he or she is looking for, and that's what we need to do right now. So I'll head over to the inputs. You can see your inputs, what you or your agent should pass into this tool, right? So we are going to click on the text here, and on the text, this is where we want the user to put in the job role, maybe solutions architect, whatever. But first, let's give it a title, a name of the input. So the input here should be let's say job role. So if someone is inputting, he or she will know that this is the year you have to put in the job role, right? So um, let's give a description. The description could be provide job role and jobs will be script. Okay, and the jobs will be script from LinkedIn. Okay, something simple. Okay, yeah, provide job role and the jobs will be script from LinkedIn. Okay, yeah. So the user should know that the job role that he or she is going to provide will be gotten from LinkedIn, so you don't have to go to LinkedIn to search that manually. Okay, so let's say for this demo, let's just keep it simple. Let's just put an input as a solutions architect, yes, something, solutions architect jobs. And one more thing, this is what we call environment variables, right? So it's very important to give a unique name, because if you have a text here and which we are going to use it, we are going to call this input below. If you have a text, maybe you can have other environment variables which can be this, sorry, to just to give it a good naming convention, right? So let's give it something unique, something like job underscore role, something unique like that, and that is it. We have given a job role where the user can input this. This is a back end. Remember, on the front end, it's not going to look like this. So, what next? We need to give it a CV, an input for where the user can input. Sorry, the CV. Yeah, which the user can input the CV. So we're going to click on more right here and scroll down. You're going to see file to text. Click on that, and that is it. So let's give it a name, something simple. Uh, let's say user CV. Okay. Okay. Let's give it description. Provide provide something like provide user. Sorry about that. Provide user CV and yeah. Provide user CV. Let's just keep it simple. Yeah. Provide user CV capital letters. So CV. Okay. um we just I just want us to keep it simple and go, but you can give more description as you want. So you should, whoever is using it should understand that, yeah, he has to provide a CV, right? Okay, provide your CV, and so it can be used this way to match the job listings. um okay, let's just make it like that. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Awesome, right? And let's give it a good naming convention right here, where we can call this anytime we need it. CV underscore, oh sorry, user underscore CV. Okay, there you go. And I have a CV right here, which is mine. I'm going to upload that, and let's see how everything goes. Although we are not going to test that, I just want to give us this input yet already, so I will not have to provide that down below. Okay, so now that is it. So what we have done so far, we have created these two inputs where we can upload the CV, we can upload the job role. Now uh, we have to create a LinkedIn job scraper where the user can eh, upload the job role, and this tool here is going to scrape LinkedIn for the jobs, right? So if you come down here and click on the add steps here, let's click on that. Click on add step. You're going to show a pop-up, and let's search for LinkedIn. So you can see you can do so much with this, right? But so far we're just going to go with this rapid API search LinkedIn job postings. Just so we need just the job postings from LinkedIn, right? So let's click on that, and there you go. uh, so right now we have added this, but now we need to make sure that we call, remember when I made mention of giving a good naming convention, right? So we can call the input that was given earlier, right, to whenever it's an input is given, no matter the job, right, is going to LinkedIn is going to script for that input. So there we go, you can search on that, or if that does not comes up, you can shift and open bracket two times, and you're going to get it. And you can type it if you know the naming conventions, because you might have so many in here. So click on the job role. Yet we are not going to give the CV yet, because the CV will be needed when we want to give access to Amazon Bedrock. That's when the CV comes in, when the LLM, when we're about to you know add the LLM to the agent. So for now we just need the job listings before getting into that. So let's run this and test to see how this works. You click on one step right here. It's gonna take like maximum five seconds, to be honest with you, well, depending on your connection. I think 5, 4, 3. Oh shit, that was it. So you see status 200 means everything is good. And if you head down to data right here, you can click on the data. Okay, if you click on data, you're going to see jobs, Nvidia, and let's scroll down, just scroll down. Let's click on formatted right here so we can get it in more. This in raw. Click on this here, you can see display formatted. Okay, you can see that now it is order, it's placed in order, so you can see company Nvidia that. If you click just here, you can see that senior solutions architect, data science, right, and all of that going. This is for Meta, solutions architect, right, and so on and so forth. Amazon Web Services as well. Senior solutions architect manager, solutions architect. So all are solutions architect jobs specific, because that was our input, right? And we have other jobs, like you can see it has page 1, 2, 3, which you can get from all of that. So far what we have done, we have created an input for where the user can upload the CV, user can upload the job role, and we have created a LinkedIn job scripter to script for the jobs provided by the user, by the job role provided by the user. Now let's head over to the last but not least, I can say the last, which is adding an LLM, which will reason for us, and boom, there the magic begins to happen. Okay, so now you can scroll down, and there is a plus sign right here. If you click on this plus sign, I'm sure click. Okay, click on the plus sign, and then you're going to see what's an LLM. You're going to add an LLM, which is popular, large language model, and that's where the prompt comes in, which I made mention of. Very, very important. It instructs and instructs the LLM how to provide our output, how to carry reason for us step by step, all of that, which is very, very super important, very important. So now already for this prompt, I have a prompt which I reached out to ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT I have a job search AI agent and this and that. Gave a detail about it, and he gave me a prompt, and I took that prompt and I edited it. I added what I needed to add, tweaked it a little bit, and there you go. I had a simple prompt which we could go with that. There it is, and I'm just gonna paste this prompt in here. Oh shit, sorry about that. Thought I had copied this. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm going to copy that and I'll paste that in here. Alright, you can see there you go, very beautiful prompt, very beautiful, beautiful. So this is a prompt which we are going to be using. Very, very insightful prompt. So, and now you can see you are an expert career assistant powered by an LLM. Your task is to help job seekers identify the most relevant jobs to apply for. So inputs you receive, user job role. So now here you need to call the job role so that the LLM can understand that it's going to receive this input no matter the role, right? But you're calling the input, remember. So again, shift and a double bracket, and you can scroll down if you want, or if you have it in mind, right? If you have it in mind, you can just type it out. But there it is. You can see it's, like I said, naming convention very important. You can see there are other your names here which you might get confused. So I'm going to go with the job role. This is what we have, the job role, and again user CV. We're going to call that as well. And okay, you can type that user. I don't know. Okay, there it comes up. User CV. Put that in so that it's going to call the CV whenever the user inputs the CV. That is when you see we are going to use the CV here now. That's when the CV is needed. And whenever the jobs are being scraped from LinkedIn, you are going to call the data. Already we've done that. So which we had some infos here. This is it. That is 200. So we're going to need this information right here. So we're going to call that too as well. So that should be data right here, which you're seeing LinkedIn rapid search. So you're going to click on the data. You need the data, right? So we're going to click on that. And you can see instructions: analyze user CV and job listed, match CV skills, experience, and qualifications against the requirements of each job. It's going to match it for every job gotten from LinkedIn, the job description, qualification, everything. You can see how fast it is, right? And gives you recommendations. So I don't know if a human can do that in the space of 2 minutes, but this beast here definitely will do that. And let's see what happens though. So you can see that the job matches job title, company, job URL, and match score 85%. So that is it. And now to the final step, which is picking a model, right? You need to pick a model. So like I said, we are going to be using Amazon Bedrock, the model Claude Sonnet 4 on Amazon Bedrock. Why? Because I love AWS, because security in AWS is so tough. As in, it's something that I trust 100%. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I trust. And yeah, so we're going to be using AWS. And if you don't have an AWS account, which I'm going to be leaving a link to the description below, where you can sign up for your own AWS account, and you are going to get free credits where you can do all of this demo, and you're not going to be charged for a single cent, right? That's awesome, you know. So I already have an account. So first and foremost, if you come to the settings right here, click on the settings. You can see on the left section, and you're going to go to, you can see on the API keys. If you search for the bed, okay, if you search for bedrock, you can see I have already given access to my AWS account, or rather to the AWS account I'm using for the demos and all of that, which is this access key ID. I've given the access key ID, the secret access key, the AWS bedrock region, which we will need to give access to AWS. Right. So we have to head up to AWS account, to our AWS account, and get these credentials right here. So on the management console, once you've signed up, this is the management console, and always make sure that your account has a power user access, your AWS account, or administrative access, some right permissions to allow Relevance AI to access your AWS account. And this one very important policy we are going to create, which will allow Relevance AI to do that. So if you click on the search bar, let's first of all get to Bedrock on the management on the AWS Management Console, and let's click on the Bedrock right here. We need to go to the Amazon Bedrock console and enable the Cloud Sonnet form model to allow Relevance AI to use that model. Normally, as of now, every you have to enable it manually, but in some months to come, AWS has done some updates which you wouldn't have to do that. It is enabled automatically, but so far you have to go through the bustle to do that yourself. Right. So very important. So let's see how this looks like, and always keep in mind the region to which you enable your model, right? It is very important because you're going to need that region right here. You see Amazon Bedrock region, so you're going to need that region to which you enable. Okay, so since already I have already done that and that was not in the Europe Stockholm, I'm going to just switch to the region to which I enabled. That was in the North, yeah, North Virginia, US is one. I think. Yep. Because if you do not get the right region and putting the right region in here, it is not going to work. Believe me, it is not going to work. Yep. So you have to be precise, and I'm sure you might see a role in there for the role that is it's not really needed. That's if you want to go enterprise level and you need an external IT from Relevance AI as well to give um, some permissions on AWS. So, but since this is just a POC and we are just going to go with just some policies to do that. Okay, now I'm on the North Virginia. If you scroll down to model access right here under configure and learn, click on the model access. Model access. Okay, you can see starting October, Amazon will simplify access to serverless foundational modules, blah blah blah. Okay, so that's what we're looking for right now. Let's scroll down, scroll down. I think I saw cloud. Okay, this is a cloud sonnet 4. You see access granted already, it was enabled. So let's say for instance if you want to use cloud 3 sonnet, if you click on available request right here, click on that, you can see request a model access, request model access. So this is not going to take you up to a minute. Once you request, everything will be approved and you can use your model. It's not something that has to take so much time, right? So but so far we're going to be going with the cloud sonnet 4. And if you have any difficulties, you can always reach out to me on my LinkedIn profile, which I'm going to leave the link to description, the link in the description below, or you can leave a comment, and I'll be happy to help out. So that is it. Once you get the region, that is the US is one, you can copy the region first, and you paste here, and you save. One check, good. Second, we need to get the secret access key and the access key ID to a shortcut I'm going to show to you, which to success there's no one way, we have so many routes, but okay, let's go. And you can look right here at the top right corner, you're going to see the user. You click on that, and checking down you're going to see security credentials. You click on that, security credentials. Okay, let's see what this is. So now we need to create an access key where Relevance AI can use your AWS account to to access Bedrock, right? So now if you scroll down now on you can on identity and access management, right? If you scroll down, you're going to see after multi-factor authentication, if you're just new user, please once you create your account always do enable multi-factor authentication. This is super important, right? So I just decided to reach out to you for that. And you can see just below multi-factor authentication, you are going to have secret access key right here, and you can scroll here and you can create your access key. So for this, I'm not going to create, but once you click on create access key, you can choose as a third party, and that's all. You just give it your name, and you are going to get the access key ID. This stuff don't take up to a minute instant, right? That's why I said it's very fast, reliable, all of that. So AWS is really really super cool, really super cool. And you get your secret access key here. You get your access key ID, which you are going to paste in here, and paste secret here, and you're going to save all as well. And boom, you have three keys which you've set up your Amazon Bedrock keys onto Relevance AI. Now, although you have set this up, that does not let Relevance AI to still use your AWS account. So that's why I made mention of security, right? Very very important. Now you need to give permissions for your Relevance AI to be able to use your AWS account. So to do that, we're going to head down to policies right here under access management. Go down to policies. You need to create a policy to allow this Relevance AI to use your AWS account to access Bedrock. So remember, this is just POC. I'm still emphasizing that for enterprise level, you need to create a role, and you need to get the external ID of the relevance from relevance team and put that in before you can, go further with that. But since it's just a POC with the policy, is okay. So you can create policy, and on policies, okay, yeah, you click on the top right corner, so you create a policy, and you need to select a service. Let's check it out. Oh shit. Okay, you choose here, and the service, let's go with bed work. Or to make it simple, right, just if you come to JSON right here, if you click on JSON, right, and for choose a service, you just search for bed work, and bed work comes up. You click on that, and you need to give it an action. Select the action you want your relevance AI to do on your account. So to make it simple with least privilege access, you have to give it so like the invoke, just to invoke a model, right? So you're going to invoke a model only. You don't want to give it so much permissions, and that is it. And to add a resource, you add a resource. I say resource type should be a foundation model right here, and the resource ARN. Let's just keep this simple since it's just a demo. Resource, let's keep it star and add resource. And there you go. You can see that the effect allow action bedrock to invoke. You can the resource now. We were supposed to give the cloud sonnet for ARN, but let's just keep it star to make it simple and fast. Alright, and click next. Let's give it a name. The name here should be let's just give it the name like let's say policy uh, relevance. Okay, let's just keep it something policy relevance is okay. You can give it a description, that's optional. Scroll down and you click on create policy right here. So remember policy relevance, right? That's remember your the policy you've created and the name you've given, because now the policy is created, policy relevance I created. And okay, on the search bar here, what we need to do is we need to attach this policy to our user, right? So it's very important as well. So let's go, let's, so that what policy was that? Policy. On the search bar here, you search for policy relevance. You can see there you go, the policy. This is the policy, and you check on this. Right, this is you check on this, and you check on that, and here you scroll to actions. Click on actions, and there you have attach. You can attach that. So since you already gave access to your secret, your gave your secret access key and on your access key ID, so you are going to attach that to the user which relevance is supposed to be using. So for instance, this is it, right? This user, you're going to click on that user and then scroll down, and you're going to click on attach. Boom, that is it, and there you go, you're good to go. Once that policy is attached already, now all of these credentials which you provided are saved. Now Relevance AI can be able to call your Amazon Bedrock Cloud Sonnet 4 model, you know whenever it is needed. So that's very, very important to take note of. And remember, your account should have the power user access or administrative access as well. So there you go. I hope if you get any this troubles setting this up, you can always reach out to me. Like I said, my LinkedIn is going to be on the description below or on the comments, and I'll be happy to reach out. So once that is set up, you have to pick the model which we enabled on the AWS account. That was the cloud. It was cloud sonnet 4. Yeah. So if we search for cloud, or you can search for bedrock or any of them, you can see we have other models here. We have performance optimized. These are costly, somehow a little bit costly, and this is the latest of Amazon Bedrock. You see, but this is not enabled for now, so it's not going to work. So we can go with the Cloud Sonnet 4. This as well is costly. This require some API keys as well, not enabled. So I'm just going to scroll down to the balanced, which is this. This is not so costly, but it works perfectly. So this is what we're going to be using. I'm going to pick that model, and there you go. Now our architecture is fully functional, right? This is fully functional. It has the prompts, everything, the input, and all of that. So let's run this and see how this works. Yeah, you can click on the run step just up here, and let's go down and see what this gives us. So back on the architecture, we can see that we have uploaded CV already, which we did at the first step, giving a job role. LinkedIn has script and giving us some data. We have given access to Amazon Bedrock, and now we are waiting for an output, which I believe this output is not going to take more than 2 minutes. Let's see what the magic looks like. Right, and remember, I'm going to be leaving the link to the AWS management console where you can, sign up for your account and get credits, free credits, where you can do all of these, because now you're using this model. It does the bills are not charges are not built from relevance. Charges are built from the AWS account. So see if it's your first time having an account, then you have nothing to worry. But if you've exhausted your credits, I believe you're going to get some few charges. I think maybe $1 or some cents, not even up to $1. And if you want to extend more to enterprise, okay, then we're ready to get some few dollars running out. Okay, there you go. Not up to 2 minutes, but really fast, really fast. Yeah. So you can see that there are some jobs listed in here, recommended jobs, be specific, right? These are not just jobs, but they are recommended jobs. So if I click on the formatted right here, and then if I click on the view all, if I check here, you can see job titles: Source Architect Manager, Source Architect Amazon Web Service, 95%. So these jobs are jobs that match my CV. I use my CV just as an example, so you can see how this really work. You can use any CV, or you can use any job description. It's going to work exactly like this, but it's going to give you the jobs that best match your CV, so you know that you are going to apply for this and that. So you can see that social architect match score 95%, match skill, AWS community builder experience, cloud architecture design, and all of that. Engagement, statement of work, level of effort creation, and all of that. Security and compliance. The missing skills, going to give the skills which are missing as well, so you should know where to fill in the gap to make up 100%. So this is just 95, so it's going management experience at skills, Spanish language skills, Mexico, and this job is based in Mexico. That's why. So you see those are some mission skills that are not there. And okay, that's just one. Okay, the solutions architect, data science, NVIDIA is going to give that. So let's check this out. Let's see how this job looks like. Let's copy this job URL, and I'm going to paste this on another browser right here and hit the enter. Let's see how this job looks like. So you can as well build this for yourself. You can build this for your friends. Connect it to your to Indeed and other platforms. So you can see NVIDIA Solutions Architect, Data Science, all of that, where you can click apply. Like there you go, very very smart agent, very very smart and intelligent. Yep. And it's going to give some match skills and all of that. There's other jobs here. You can see Solutions Architect, and the list goes on. It's Meta, the list goes on. Microsoft Solutions Cloud Solutions, and the list goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on and goes on. That's it. And of this is based on the prompt you've given. That's why it's giving this output. Yeah. So and it's going to give you some missing skills as well. So this is really really powerful. And do not forget, you can always click on the save right here. Okay, if you click on the save tool at the top here, save, you can use your BMD on this. And so you can maybe take action, this project, you can incorporate many other stuffs to it, not just limited to this, right? So let's see, this is it. And you want to click on the use here, it's going to take you to this UI, and you click on share, and you can see this is it's private. Everything we are doing is private. So when you click on publicly available, now you're going to get a link here where you can copy this link and you can share with whoever you want to. So if I paste this link on another browser and I hit one, okay, you can share this with anyone out there who you want to test, or who you want to you know test how the agent really works. So this is really powerful. And remember, this agent, it's not all about, it does not save memories and all of that, remember. So I haven't incorporated that yet. Just wanted to make it simple and to show you the power of AI agents. So you can see, you can put this, you can put any other jobs. Let's say project, I'm not going to run this, but I'm just trying to make you understand how project manager job. Okay, project manager, and you're going to upload maybe a project manager CV, or yeah, probably, and you can run the tool, because if you don't provide these two inputs, you can't run this tool, right? So that is it about the job search AI agent, which we just built right now. And I really hope you love this video, and please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this to come, because in my next video I'm going to be making more hands-on lectures like this and demos where we are going to see more about the external knowledge, more about the memory, and more about LLMs and all of that, so you can really understand what AI agents are all about. Because I believe so many out there are like AI agents, they just listen AI agents, agentic AI, do and I'm going to get more into agentic AI as well. Please don't forget to, you know, like, subscribe, and share for better reach. Thank you so much, and I love you all.